Okay, so this is a course on how to ice a board. There's a few different techniques. One's how to ice a square board in panels, if you can't do it all in one. The other one is doing all-in-one ice, so you've got no joins at all, but you don't have to transfer your cake over. So a little cool way to do that. The same with the round one, and all-in-one, so the cake's not came off the board, you've just thrown the icing over the top. And then the last one is how to just ice a whole board that you're going to transfer the cake over to. So nice and easy, just a beginner's way how to ice boards. Please enjoy. Okay, welcome to this course. I'm just going to give you a little chat just now about what you're going to learn in the up and coming icing the boards. Icing the boards is something that some people don't bother doing. They just do the cake on a silver or a gold board, and I just think it doesn't look so nice, especially if this is obviously aimed at the complete beginner. And it's very, very easy just to ice the cake, and you put so much energy into the cake that you think, oh, it looks fine on the board, but it really does add value to the cake if you ice the board. You can see here the iced board with the ribbon around it, it really just looks so much nicer. And you know, further down the line, when you do become maybe to start taking more orders for your cakes, if you do want to get into that side of it, you can increase the price by £5 or £6 just by icing the board. So, so it just looks nice, and you can see here we've got an all ivory cake with an ivory ice board. It looks really nice and classical. Or what we can do is do the coloured board, which looks really nice as well. So in this up and coming course, I'll just be showing you step by step on how to ice a cake board. Okay, so just to show you how to ice a plain board, just very, very simple. So just a little bit of water. And this is ideal if you're having to transfer a cake over, or you've got a floating tier, so the cake's kind of floating above, so you can see the full underside of the board. So just get some of the sugar paste. Okay, and then just give some icing sugar. Just soften that up. And then just roll that out. Flip that over. And you just want to make sure you've got roughly the same size of piece as the board itself. There we go, so that's the right size. So it's about 3-4 mils in thickness. Then you want to lift it up across the board and attach it on there. So once that's on, just give it a little smooth, like so. Now what you can do is put your smoother there, clean knife so you're not touching the board, and it gives you something to hold on to so it doesn't move around. Okay, you can see that little overhang there, so just rub that down. Just try and fix that. There we are. Like so. So once you've done that, what we want to do is then lift it up. Okay, and just give your hands a little clean. And then what we want to do is just go round, just make sure it's definitely the end of the board. Okay, and I just want to go round and smooth off the edge. And that's it, and that's just got an iced board. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to ice a board when you've got the cake sat on it. Okay, so it's like a quick way to ice a board. So what we've got here is just some water. I prefer to use water than the glue. It gives you a bit of movement when you ice the board. I have tried to use the glue before. I just feel like it's just a little bit too sticky. So I prefer just to use the water, and then you've got a bit more movement when you come to ice it. So I've just got some duck egg blue sugar paste. Okay, so flatten that down, and then we just want to roll it out to the same size as the board. Okay, so it's a 14-inch board, so we want this to be 14 inches in size. Thickness-wise, about 4 mils in thickness or above. Don't go below 4 mils. Okay, so let's find out if it's big enough. Yep, that's good. So lay that there. Let's just check the thickness. Okay, so about 4.5 mils, so I could go down a little bit thinner. There we go, that feels better. Okay, and then what we have here is a 10-inch round cake. Now, as you see, I've got a lid on top here. Don't worry about the lid. It works with the lid or without the lid. Same idea. Okay, the lid makes it maybe a little bit more difficult because the cake's slightly wider. So a 10-inch cake. So I want to cut out an 8-inch round circle, or maybe an 8.5-inch round. You can use a cake board, or just use your knife. So I'd say that's about the right width. On there, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, as long as it's round. Okay, so like that. Now you can make it a little bit smaller around the sides, just to make it easy to lift. You know I've got extra stuff there. Oops. And all I want to then do is just put the rolling pin in the middle, lift it up, over to the cake, bring it to the edge, and all the way across like that. And then just lift and just keep shaking it down. And you can see there it just falls over the side, nice and easy. And then once it's down, you just see the water's allowing me to bring it onto the board, flatten it down and push it in where the glue doesn't allow you to push it back in. And you can see there it just gives us a nice clean finish, and you've not had to lift the cake up at all and transfer it over to another cake board. Okay, just all the way around. Okay, just these scraps out of the way. And if you just get your smoother, probably this one. Now this cake was dried out on the night, so I can lean against it. And all I want to do is go round. If it's not a dry cake, just to be very careful not to hit the smoother against the cake. And all I'm doing is going round and just pressing down. And you can see how easy it was. I don't have to transfer any cakes at all. And look how nice and neat that edge is. Okay, and then just get your knife against the side and just go round and trim off the excess. There we are. Okay. I did have a bag for these scraps. Where have I put it? It's there. Okay, and then once you've done that, don't stop there. Okay, we've got one last little trick up our sleeves before you can stop, and that's the edge of the cake. It's quite a heavy cake to lift. Okay, so you can see the thick edge at the side there. All I want to do is go round and very softly with my fingertips, just soften that off so it doesn't look as harsh. Okay. If you can't lift the cake up, just lift the cake to the end of the table and do it. There we are. Okay, and there we go. So that's one iced cake. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to ice a board in panels. The panels, sometimes you just can't ice a board all in one, and panels is the only option. It just means you're going to have a little line down the side of each one, each side. It's almost like picture framing in a sense. So what we want to do is we want to just pop some water around the side. I prefer to use water on the board and glue because it just lets the sugar paste move around a little bit easier. Okay, and then just get some icing sugar and your sugar paste. And we just want to roll that out. Oops. Got a little bit of ganache on there. There we go, that's fine. Okay, so you want to roll this out to about sort of 4 mils in thickness. So I've got enough here to cover a cake, never mind the ice on the board. Okay, So let's just check the thickness. Still a little bit on the thick side, so I'm just going to trim that down a bit because I have got too much there. There we are. Okay, so we've glued the board. So obviously I want to see how much sugar paste you need. So 1, 2 and a bit. So 1, 2 and a bit. So that's long enough. So there we go. So let's just cut the first strip. Check the size. So the size of the blade. That's fine. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And all I want to do is lift the panel up, place it onto the board, make sure it's nice and neat, close to the cake, and smooth back and forward. And then do the opposite side on there, and smooth that off there, okay? And then place the other ones over the top. Like so. Okay, so there we go. So once we've got them on, they're like so. What we want to do is get the knife, and we want to cut from there just out to the end and down, and take away the excess sugar paste. And if you just get a little bit of water and put that down there just for the join, okay? Once you get that join there, you can see you can get nice close together, smooth that in. Okay, so you can see they're nice and close. Got a bit of a line there, but it still looks nice and neat. And the idea is, let me just do this all the way around the cake. So I'll just, so I don't normally move the cake around when doing this. Okay, so again, knife in there and down. So remove that one like that, and just get your brush. Again, smooth that down there, like so. Okay, so once you've done that and you've got them all done all the way around, you then get your knife. You want to go against the board and just trim off the excess sugar paste, like so. Oops. Like that. So you can see there, just bring that around, and that'll allow me to move the cake board round. You can see there, you've got the nicely iced cake. So if I just do the same with this side. Okay, and just smooth that a bit in, and then the same this side. Okay, and just rub that in. There we are, and then just finish off with your knife. And you see there that just came loose, so just go back and just bring them back together again. There we go. And then finish with this one down here. There we go. And that's us. So that's us got the ice board done in panels. Just get rid of that sugar paste. There we go. So bring it across, and you can obviously see a little bit of a line, but it still looks very neat. So if there's no way you can do it, then that's the way you can do it. And then just get your fingertip then and just soften off that edge, and just do that all the way around the cake. It's a very heavy cake, so I'm not going to do all the sides because I think you get the idea. It's going to start squashing me down. And that's it. Okay, so one panelled iced board. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to ice the board all in one square styly, which I've never really done before on the website, so this is a new one. So what I want to do first of all is just get a paintbrush and wet the board. Okay, I'm just using water rather than glue, just so the sugar paste can move around a little bit once it hits the board. It doesn't just stick straight away, and then we've got problems. So that's lovely. And then just get the sugar paste, whatever colour. So I'm just doing ivory with ivory. Now there's probably way too much there, so let's just take some away. Okay, and then just soften that up. Don't need much softening because it's so warm today. There we are. Okay, so just roll it out. We want it rolled out into a nice big square, roughly the same size as the cake drum. Okay, just keep turning and reshape it into a square if it starts to lose its shape. Okay, so we're not far off it. So I think one more row and we should be there. Okay, so lift the board and make sure you've got enough there. So you can see it's not quite getting the corners, but I'm not worried about that because it will stretch, so it is big enough to do it. So what I want to do is a 10-inch cake, so I want to cut out an 8-inch size, which is about the size of the knife. You can cut around an 8-inch cake board if you want. Like so. Okay, and take that off. I can just trim it a little bit just to bring it to size. Okay, so it's a little bit different from icing the round cake. So lift it up very quickly over to the cake, drop it down and throw it over. So once we've done that, we just want to bring the sugar paste down. There we go, once we brought it down, this time we're not actually bringing it out to the all the sugar paste down. Sometimes sometimes you can. But I prefer not to do it that way. You can see there's came down. But what I want to do, as you'll see around here, is it stays there. Just keep it like that and smooth it off. Okay, same with this. Oh, this side's dropped down, so that's fine. So I'm going to smooth it off. And then smooth off there. Okay, so it's kind of landed in different ways. That's actually a good thing. So I can show you all different ways to fix it. Okay, so just a damp cloth, clean the knife. Okay, so what I want to do is, normally you smooth it this way. I want you to flip it around and lie it on the board and just draw your line that way. We put the knife in to touch the cake, and you pull it across and then up. And you can see there that, so it's got that away. Lift it up and just tuck that in. If you can't tuck it in, it's already stuck down. Just put a bit more pressure with the smoother. Okay, there we go. So as easy as that. So just turn it around. There's another one there. Just trim that away. Like so. Okay, and just smooth that down. Turn it around. So it's a little bit more time consuming than the round one, but it still stops you having to lift the cake off the board and transfer it over. Now you can see that time I cut too much away because I wasn't concentrating, but if I lift it up, you can see there I can still tuck it in and there's no problems at all. Just because it's quite a large cake, I mean the middle tiers, the sort of 6s and 8s, aren't as difficult to lift. Now you can see it doesn't look so good at the corner there, so I'm going to tuck that further in and just try and blend that bit in there. Okay, and then just smooth that down as well. And And there we go, and that's just got that bit done. And then it's simply a case of just getting the knife and just going round. If you think how much sugar paste you've saved, because you've not got the sugar paste under the cake. So you've really just got, you've got a smooth board, you've got no joins, and you've not had to transfer the cake. So it is a much better way, and it saves you some money at the same time as well. There we are. So just get rid of these scraps so they don't dry out. There we go. And then all we want to do is simply just lift it up and just go round, clean finger, and just soften that edge. Like that, and just do that all the way around. Okay, and there we go, and that's just got a square iced board all in one. Okay, to put our ribbon on the board, what we want to do is we want to put some Pritt stick around the bottom. You can use Pritt stick or double-sided sticky tape. I prefer the Pritt stick. So just open up the Pritt stick. I want to go around. So Pritt stick's just glue, just a glue stick. Now I try and use the more expensive glue sticks, just because the cheaper ones seem to have a lot of water in them, so they kind of stain the ribbon. And then bring it back over to the flat board, or the surface of the table. And then I'm just going to use a plain white ribbon here. So it's 15mm in size. And all you want to do is attach it on. I'll do it around this side so you can see. You want to attach it on, and then make sure it's definitely flush with the bottom of the board. And then you want to just spin that around. Okay, and then once you join up, just cut that off, just a little overhang, a slight angle if you want, and some Pritt stick on the end, and then stick that down, like so. And there we go, so it's easy as that, and you can see just putting the ribbon on, it really does make the board look 100 times better.